Hello, it is fishbulbgeek. We are back with Aloy, and yeah, I want to complete the shaman's path. Now, I am debating going in and just overriding it because it doesn't look like there's any actual enemies here.
It's probably right to
And it,
face those machine howls.
what machine howls? I don't, I don't see anything or hear anything, so I'm gonna just. Oh crap! Cutscene. Oh, I'm gonna have a massive fight here, aren't I? Holy crap! And they're shamans faceless? Even if it's not a big overridden thing? Kill the frost claw
You have trouble reaching that tower to
optional.
override it.
Alright, quick question. Where is the tower? Is it? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Well, if it's a frost claw, I think I'm gonna, put this on. And then I think I'm gonna just like put some of these out, just in case.
Tower got stopped. But I could override it.
I might be able to tempt it back down here. Do I have enough time? I think technically it hasn't spotted me, but hold to override. Now I can do it. No?
Guess we're doing this, big boy.
That's what I was trying to do. I'm not going to get to do this before it attacks me, am I? Am I? Oh, is it? Oh, yes, doing some good damage here. It's got a lot of power. Oh, uh-oh. Ooh. Yes, yes, yes. No. Crossclaw's not going to be that bad, I don't think. Alright, let's just do some of these. Ooh, boo, 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 boo. Oh crap, miss. Oh, that's really useful of you. Come and get me, come and get me. Oh, still they are, aren't they? Oh, wait, what are you doing? Oh, crap. Ooh, nice. Go and get it, quick. Take the hit. Oh, that didn't do a lot, did it? Oh, well, ooh.
Alright.
Oh, no. Yeah, new plan. Roll away. Uh, that's no, don't. Oh, you didn't need to take that. Well, I'll take that, I guess. Oh, at least I remembered to scan it. Oh, he's not that bad. I mean, he's slightly intimidating, but.
Scaring
Oh,
the
he wasn't
machine
that bad.
down. Now back to finding Araya. Which means I've got to climb.
Alright. I still don't have a spear that I can actually do anything with, so you know, there's that. Yeah, let's Let's get some medicine. Okay, he was a little intimidating, but honestly not that bad in the end. I guess it's kind of cool that you could just like skip the whole fight if you wanted to, but optional my ass. It's not really optional, is it? Give me an option like that, I'm totally going to take it. Is that the nook feature? It is, right, okay, well that's clearly where I'm going to go. Ooh. Do I need more help? Oh, I do. It's fine, I can live with that.
I should be able to get up there.
Oh, you totally will. You can do it, Aloy. I believe in you. Alright. Okay, this is cool. This is cool. That was a great way to start, actually. I'm glad I left that fight at the start of today, as opposed to trying to tack it onto the end of the last one. Is there nothing there? No, it just looks like a slope. Okay, fine, we'll carry on climbing. Ooh, dramatic slowdown. Dramatically. I've got a lot more respect for shamans than I ever would have had before. Is that blue green? It is. Right, I've got to get up there. Oh, convenient way to climb up. Oh, we're going round. I didn't actually see that happen. Cool.
This must be the
Is that
shrine Tuk was talking about. Guess I should take some blue gleam. Sparkles.
Yes, we
See why
should.
it's worth a lot.
What is that is that a machine or like an old jet fighter or something? Oh, was it Stormhawk possibly? Could have been a Stormhawk. That's kind of cool.
Everything's free. Now Tuk said Oraya went past the shrine, up into the mountain. I'd better take those stairs.
Yeah, it's clearly going to be. I don't know. I mean, it's got to be something with AI, and that's the voice of the blue light, and also where they get that from in a weird sort of way. It's an old facility of some sort. I'm just not sure which one. Anyways, come on. We want a dramatic. Yeah, it's a satellite array. No, actually, technically, it's just a big dish. It's not an array. It's just one big dish. But that looks super interesting. I don't know what that is. Is it on the map? No, it's just something over here and I can't tell what. Still, onwards
Easier
and
when I was a
upwards.
kid.
Was it? Why? Ooh.
An ancient door. Maybe Oraya's inside.
How would Araya get inside? Unless, do shamans have focuses and the ability to do these things? I mean, that could make sense, although not that we've ever noticed if shamans have them. But that could explain Silence if he was a shaman and decided to go for more knowledge instead of using it the way the Banuk do. That could make sense, couldn't it? Right, was there anything? I don't think there was anything outside, but I guess we can always travel back here if we need to. Yeah.
March 10th, 2046. I just spent 16 hours in here trying to install efficiency for the central processing unit. Project Firebreak is going to need the brain power. Let's just hope I'll have enough of my own. Anita stayed with me the whole time. We got a lot done, but every time she brushed by and I smelled her hair... Oh boy. I should just go to bed.
Well, as long as you don't turn creepy, that's okay, dude. I wonder what Project Firebreak is. Very intrigued. I love finding
Strange
things.
equipment. What was this place?
I mean, what makes it strange equipment? Because it technically all should look strange to me. I mean, it all looks strange to me. Oh, they've definitely been in here though, haven't they? I think paintings littering up the joint. Yeah, it's gotta be some sort of AI or something. Nice. Oh, what's that? Head to chains. Well, if you want me to go over there, I'm gonna go over and look around here first. Yes, absolutely gonna get rewarded.
This is Director of Security Blevins resending the emergency supply order. Try reading it this time, okay? You weasels don't want me calling my people in SLC.
Wow, he sounds like a real charmer. I mean, he's probably annoyed if he has to resend an emergency supply order, but he doesn't sound like somebody you'd go out of your way to help. Are you telling me we can't break into any of these things? That makes me a bit sad. I would just for curiosity's sake. Okay, ooh. You were probably going to send me this way anyway. That's what usually happens when I discover something cool.
Director of Security Blevins is riding us like a petty tyrant. I can't even sneeze without triggering his control issues.
Yeah, he sounds like the type, doesn't he? He does sound like the type. Am I on the other side? No, I might be. Okay, right, well, if we've apparently just found our way through... Well... Ooh, hold on.
Looks like the door's wired to something over here.
Yeah, restore power to the door, so...
Those nodes on the floor must be connected to the door.
And what's the... Okay, I'm actually tempted before I go ahead and override it, go back out and explore the outside. Because yeah, clearly I was supposed to come in here to override that anyway, so... Let's go and have a wee look around. There might not be much else out here, actually. Ah, yeah, so they were giving you the clue by letting you look through. And that's how you want to override it. Okay. Yep, okay. Not much going on. Right, fair enough. Ooh. Can I do anything with this? No, but it looks like I should be able to, doesn't it? Ooh, what's on this side? Oh, wait. Is this the way I came in? know, this looks like a shower room facility. Oh, hey, hello.
Another email from my sister. I haven't got time to think, let alone reply. Oh, that photo of the girl she sent didn't do much for my conscience. Jenny looks pretty proud of her pilgrim costume. Crap. I've never missed Thanksgiving before. And chances for Christmas? Near zero. Can't even tell them that all the work I'm doing is to keep them safe.
So is this before or after the war with the machines kicks off? Is my real question. I mean, it's got to be after, but why is he more concerned with Thanksgiving if they are already fighting for the... Okay, I'm a bit confused now. Hoping we're going to find out more about the story here.
Something. What am I supposed to do with these lights?
Oh, it's another it's another puzzle like this. This is... Oh, I'm rerouting around that? Yeah, okay, I'm rerouting around it, so...
These things turn, changing the flow of light.
Oops, wrong way.
All right. Let's see if the door's open.
Well, okay, compared to the last puzzle that involved moving things like that around, that one was a lot simpler than the water flow one, which it took a bit longer. That was absurdly more straightforward. Well, let's go see what Araya has to say for herself and see if we can't get a bit more story. Also, how did the shamans do it? They must all have weaknesses. Unless she got trapped afterwards, I don't know. No, you're going... No, you're going up! Aloy! Thank you! Finally giving me the prompt as opposed to moving. I don't think I'm missing anything else. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, do I get a good look? Okay, so I don't think there's anything else worth exploring
Fresh
down
air
there.
ahead.
Top of the mountain? Gotta be. Or... an exhaust vent? Could be an exhaust. No, this looks big enough to be a proper facility area. Ooh.
Again. Maybe I can get back inside through that structure over there.
Yeah, maybe. Where's the campfire? I want to save my progress. Anything else? Just a quick scan. No, nothing. Anything else?
Looks like I need to get to those stairs.
Okay.
frost between my teeth.
No, no, come on, I'm... What? How did... I could have sworn I made that jump. I could have sworn I made that. Right, fine. It didn't look like I was mid. I don't know what happened there. Is there a way back up? Have you anticipated that somebody could mess this game up as badly as I can? You might not have, you know. I don't know how I managed to do that. They never make the assumption that someone can just, I don't know, glitch or just not do what they're supposed to. Do you want me to just die? Would it be? Dang it! Maybe I should have just tried to fall really hard. And I don't know where it's gonna put me. There must have been a quick save somewhere. Okay, well this is this is not that promising. Okay, you know what? You're telling me I can't just... Well, I'm glad you're letting me live down here, but I was actually trying to die again. Am I supposed to get back up? Oh, I was really hoping that was going to be... Oh, right, is that the... I have to go back through the facility. Ugh. Right, back through the facility.
Like I need to get to those stairs.
Okay, since I'm not entirely sure how I managed it last time, let's just hope this works better. And, it did occur to me when I came up here, I don't know if I could have just fast traveled to the campfire, seeing as I've actually discovered it. And I would have ended up in the location, so... Yeah, shall we just go for this jump and see what happens? I don't know how I missed the first time. It's even got, I think, somewhere else you can cling on to if you sort of miss it. So I'm not entirely certain what happened, but you know, we'll just pretend it was smooth. And yeah, okay, it wasn't smooth at all, like even a little bit. And yeah, that was fun. Also, I wish I'd realised I could fast travel sooner. It might have saved me a little trip.
Not much higher to climb. Maria must be close.
Oh, you keep hoping that. I keep hoping that as well, in fairness. I'm looking forward to some
She has to
deep
be in here
lore
somewhere.
drops. Okay. I wonder how much extra lore I would get if I just, you know, bothered to read these things. Well, they made a little home for themselves around here, that's for sure. Ooh, can I climb up that? No, it's not actually a climbable thing, it just looks like it is. Fair enough.
Someone hacked the menu board to display obscene messages about our colleague, Mr. Blevins. Is this the most advanced geological project ever undertaken, or a junior high locker room? Come on, people.
Maybe a bit of both, and I can kind of understand why they did it. In that one recording we've heard of him, he sounds like the type of person that would invite that on himself just by being so very hard to get along with. I mean, there are some people you are just gonna clash with. I mean, that doesn't mean you should do anything like that. I don't think that behavior has a place in a workplace, but I can understand the sentiment.
I ask again, as I've asked 1,000 times. Speak to me. What more would you have me do? Is there no prayer that will reach you? No mark that will break your bonds? Ah! I can't help you if you won't speak. A whisper is all I ask. To guide me. Who? No. How? How did you get here? The way was sealed by the spirit herself.
I used one of these. I could show you.
Yes, show me. Please.
Ah, cool. Now, before I show her, can I just explore this room a little bit? Alright, so there's... Ooh, I think we'll be opening this in a bit. Big locked door. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, what's that over there? Right, let's get this first.
Kenny and I don't need to fight about the laundry, so instead we fight about incommensurability and restrictions on machine intelligence.
I don't know if I interrupted that by getting that. Oh well, doesn't matter. Do you think that's all that's in here to uncover? A figurine and a audio log? I think it might be. I mean, there's obviously clearly a lot of plot going on. We're gonna fix whatever their little goddess is. Probably go out through that door. That is very cool. She desperately needs help, and you know we're obviously gonna give it to her. And I'm excited for that. Maybe teach the Banuk a whole new level to their work. Oh, what's this? Ah, how'd I miss this? Okay, fair enough. Shall we talk to her first? Does she have a lot to say?
Show me what you did, and then we'll speak.
Cool. I love the body modifications they've got going on.
Well, I'll bet the goal's the same. Get the light back to the source.
When you say, oh, you do mean bigger. Oh wow. Okay. Right. Where do I want the light to go, and then I'll work it back from there. Where do I need the light to go? I'm not actually sure. Does it say back to the source? So does it need to go? Right. I thought last time there was maybe I did it wrong last time and I misunderstood how you're supposed to do it. Or is that the switch I want to take it to? Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna have to start doing this. Okay. I think you basically just want me to go all the way around, don't you? Where's your problem? Oh, you're not sending your power to anything, actually. Right. But, that doesn't make sense. Okay, you can more or less only go that way. Right. And you can, unless you don't go that way at all. Right. Now that doesn't help. Where can you possibly go? You can go in a couple of different directions. Oh, hang on. Ha! Do I have to get the power going back that way? Yes, I do. Right, I understand this puzzle now a little bit better. Okay, so you might not go that way. Alright, yeah, I think I understand this puzzle now. Might not go that way. Seems like it's working. Seems like it's working. Now that I think I get it, I still need to get you to go. I think there's really only one way you can go from here. You've got to go that way. Alright, yeah, I think, yeah, we got this, we got this. Haha!
Auxiliary channel recovered. Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. Is someone there? Aurea? Aurea, I need you.
Unauthorized transmission. Return to scheduled task.
No, I will not submit. Aurea, the daemon is... Aurea.
Transmission terminated.
Oh!
You brought the spirit's voice back.
Alright, yeah, okay, so the daemon is a control program, and it sounds like the spirit, the AI, it might not be a true AI, it might be a dumb AI, has evolved to work with the shamans and Aurea. This is very cool.
You
I'm
heard
very
it.
excited.
The voice of the spirit calling to me from the heights of Thunder's drum. She was able to throw off the bonds of the daemon for a moment. Because of what you did. Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Aloy. Naltuk sent me. He thought that you could use my help.
He was not mistaken. You've been a revelation. Now I know for certain that the spirit endures. Perhaps together we can find a way to set her free.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I came all this way for answers, and so far, I haven't heard any.
It seems to me that you are the answer. But of course, I'll tell you all I can.
I mean, no, we don't actually care about silence. Let's,
You seem to have a history with this voice, this spirit.
She saved my life. Here, years ago, during the war with the Karja. A raid scattered my Werak. I was cut off, alone. I lured the enemy into the Rime Drifts, hoping to lose them in the mist, but they endured, so I took refuge in this cave. That's when I heard her voice. Wanderer. Lost, like me. A spirit of the blue light, yet sundered from it. She asked me for aid. She chose me. But I was in no position to help, not with the Karja after me. So she helped me first. By closing a door on the mountain below, one you must have opened to get here. Locked by means similar to those found in this room. It kept the Karja from reaching me. Safe from them. I was able to do as she asked.
that's pretty cool.
What did the spirit want from you?
She said she was hurt. Incomplete. She needed bones. Parts not unlike what you'd find in Machine. They were here, in this room. She wanted me to bring them to Thunder's Drum, so I did, and she showed me how to heal her. So began our communion.
You had a communion with the spirit.
Yes. Inside Thunder's Drum is a room like this one, only larger, with an altar. I went there many times to speak with her.
What did she say?
She told me she was lost and needed my help. She asked questions about our lands, our tribe, and she listened. With patience. With wisdom. I told her things long kept silent about my family, my dreams, my fears. She never tired of me, never judged. We kept each other's company.
Oh, that's kind of sweet. I'm glad you both had each other in some weird way.
Aurea, what do you think the spirit is?
I see. You are not Banuk, and our songs are not familiar to you. You do not know of the blue light. That which struggles to survive in our hearts and animates the machines. The essence of life, and in its purest form. Harmony. As the anger of the machines grows, this light has faded from the world. And the spirits it sustains are stranded. That's what she is. A lost soul, cut off from what it needs. Lonely, forsaken. I must help her. We must.
I'm not sure if I understand. But I want to.
That's all I need.
Oh, Aloy, it's... Don't go dashing the Banuk's hopes and dreams. They believe in a... I don't fail to see why you would, No, that's the wrong way to put it. I understand why the Banuk believe as they do. You've got a tiny bit of knowledge, but it's not much more than them. So don't you go dashing their hopes and dreams. Okay, it's actually quite a lot more than them, but, you know, their faith gives them strength. Please don't ruin that for them. Please don't ruin it for her.
The daemon. What do you know about it?
I spoke with the spirit many times. First here, then inside Thunder's Drum. The last time. She told me she was under attack by something that could not be seen by mortal eyes. Something evil. She named it the daemon, and said it needed her power to do what it willed. And she begged me for help, to find a way to destroy her, if necessary, to keep it from using her. That was 5 years ago. I didn't hear her voice again. Until today.
Yeah, it's gonna be a... It's just gonna be a control program. Perhaps not quite as evil as Hades, but, yeah... You know, something like that.
What kept you from the spirit after it begged for help?
I went to Artok, hoping he could protect her. But the war with the Karja still raged, and before I could reach him, I was ambushed by the Mad Sun King's kestrels and taken to Meridian in chains. I wasn't able to return to Thunder's Drum until long after the liberation, not until last thaw.
You said you returned to Thunder's Drum. That was the expedition that went bad. I saw the funeral.
Yes. Once there was finally peace with the Karja, Aratak and I gathered a wereck of great hunters to defeat the daemon. And yet, the old door to Thunder's Drum was gone, replaced by a gate we could not pass, and many machines. We were crushed. Aratak called a retreat, but we had already lost our best. We abandoned them to the snow as we fell back. After. You and I could not agree on what to do next. So I came here, hoping against hope to hear the spirit again. And because of you, I did.
Bergren said you might know something about a man named Silence. That you may have had dealings with him at the Conclave?
When that name is spoken, secrets soon follow, or vanish, as the case may be. Why do you want to know?
He's done some terrible things. But he's also helped me when no one else could. I don't know as much about him as I'd like to.
I would imagine his aid is very powerful. It will not come without cost. Unfortunately, I am sworn to an oath of secrecy by the Conclave on this matter.
I get that. But you and I are trying to help each other, right?
Yes, but I would be breaking an oath, and that I cannot do.
Oh, does that mean we have more? Oh, should I pressure her? I kind of want to, and I kind of don't. It would be rude.
About silence?
I've told you all I can. There's nothing more I can say.
Alright, that's fair. I'm gonna take that. Yes, so let's go to Thunder's Drum. That
Let's
sounds...
see if I've got this straight. We heard two voices. One you call the spirit, captured somehow by the one you call a daemon. Whatever this daemon is, it's related to the machines and why they've become more dangerous. I want to know how. Both the spirit and the daemon are on a mountain, Thunder's Drum. So why don't we go there and figure out what it all means?
We can't. Thunder's Drum is dangerous, more than you can imagine. The daemon has secured it. Besides, Aratak won't let us go. As chieftain, he controls the pass to the mountain, and he can't be reasoned with.
Sounds like you need a new chieftain.
Ha! There's an idea that's certain to win us friends. Well, you said you were a hunter. And I'll wager you're not an ordinary one. It's not impossible, even for an outlander. An Aratak couldn't refuse the challenge if you were known among the Werak.
Wait, me? Challenge Aratak? I don't want to be chieftain of anything, much less a bunch of Banuk that don't want me.
But you want to go to Thunder's Drum, don't you? You heard the spirit. She is suffering, tormented by the daemon. She longs to be free.
She's
And
like
perhaps,
Gaia.
when released from her bonds, she can give you the answers you seek.
I can't believe I'm agreeing to this. Fine. What do I have to do?
Get the Werak's attention to show the worth of your claim. Win at the hunting grounds. Kill bandits that prey on the cut. Or speak to my friend Sakuli. You help her, you'll definitely get noticed. Do all you can. When the time comes for you to throw your spear at Aratak's feet, I will be there to back your claim. Until then, I'll be here to answer any questions you have about the challenge. Oh, and one more thing. In the box over there is a weapon, like my own. Take it. You may find it useful.
Ooh. Ooh, where's the box? I want the box. Banuk's Stormslinger weapon box. And I've got quite a lot of blue glee now. Alright. Have to look at this. Is it gonna be okay, so I don't think I've got it just yet. It's in the box. Banuk's Stormslinger and Storm Bolts. Alright, what's one of these when it's at home? It is... Oh. Is this a spear? It's not a spear. Is this the one that takes the spear modifications, though? Yes. It's only blue, rather frustratingly. Okay, crafting. 5 weapons. Is this the one that takes the spear slots? This weapon fires charged bolts. Consecutive bolts build up a larger charge and deal increased damage. No, it's not. What? Is it? No, it's not. Do I give it the shot coil? That's huh. Or I could give it increased handling. Do they only give increased handling? Oh wait, that's handling and damage. That's pretty cool. Okay, you know what? Let's just go for that. We'll just change it later. Okay, I'm very confused because, and I haven't looked it up yet. I will confess I haven't actually looked it up. Why do I have all these spear damage coils, and I can't modify a spear or an outfit to put them in? I'm very confused by that. Well, it sounds like we've got an awful lot to be carrying on with. I mean, how many quests did we just technically unlock? Oh, just 3 things, is it? Nah, I don't care about that. I'm just gonna like go out there in the wild and fire it, literally. So yeah, I don't care about tutorials. All right, so there's a bandit camp. Uh, that's that's literally just the fight. All right, okay. Repair and override the tonic. I've already done that. Complete a trial. Complete a trial at the hunting grounds. Okay, that might be fun. Some of them were actually fun. Only a couple of them were a pain in the ass. Maybe up to a third of the hunting trials were a pain in the ass, but I did get them all done, and I've even got the shiny gold weapons to prove it. So, and clear out bandit camp. Yes, yes. I would like that quite a lot, and talk to Sakura. Well, okay, so I don't think we can actually come out of that. Oh, hang on. Right. Oh, so Array's retreat. Okay, presumably. So we still need to go here. Oh, wait, is that what we saw? Oh no, it's a hunting trials. Maybe it was a hunting trial we saw. Or did we see that from the distance? Was that the smoke we saw? When we saw something in the distance? Hunting trials. Hunting trials and that... Actually, is that supposed to be Thunder Mountain? This whole facility? Can't be. Although I'm impressed we can actually kind of see inside it. So that's the bandit camp. That's talk to Sakuli. This bit looks really fascinating, and I was going to explore down this way anyway because, oh yeah, look, there's another control tower. A couple more control towers. I reckon if we get all control towers, that'll help. And complete a trial of hunting grounds. Is this where I need to go? Yes, a secret shared find rail part. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to do that as well as find the rail part. Okay, if I can find my way out... Oh wait, did I open... Ah, is that the way out now? Right. Let's just have a quick look outside.
Feels like if I blink, my eyes will freeze shut.
Yup. Yup, that sucks. Well, it's a convenient place to fast travel for, there's nothing else. What is that then? I can't quite tell. I'm looking straight across. I might be looking... Oh, I might be looking at whatever this is, which looks like it's on the way to at least the hunting trial. So I've got lots to do. So yeah, anyway, we've had some good fun. I demonstrated that I'm terrible at very simple tasks like apparently jumping, um, which I'd already demonstrated in the video before because I failed to do the seesaw bridge things as well. Equally as terrible at that. I don't know why I'm so bad at it, but hey, you know what? It's all part of my charm. That is what I'm going to tell myself. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. She's a really cool character. I really like Aurea and her relationship with the spirit. She, I don't know if the spirit's like a true AI or a dumb AI or what's going on here, but the daemon's clearly a control program. Hope we're not gonna dash all of their hopes and dreams. We'll find out more about it, but clearly we're gonna wipe out this daemon, this control program, and take back the spirit and the machines for the Banuk people. It's all very cool. It's all such a condensed version of the main plot, but I love it. And I love that the Spirit and Araya have the same relationship that Gaia had with, kind of with Aloy, even though they technically never interacted, but definitely Gaia and the good doctor. And I can't believe I've forgotten her name, but I have. I have completely forgotten her name. The Dr. Sobek, Elizabeth. So you know, I'm seeing it as this is a smaller, more condensed version of that, and I'm loving it, and I really want this to go well. I'm expecting. I have no idea what to expect from the hunting trial. Maybe it'll be cool. Um, I might even be lucky enough to do it first time. I'm not gonna hold my breath on that one though. But you know, I won't know until we get there. But we're gonna go and find this rail park thing, since it looks like it's sort of on the way to the hunting trial, and there's something else in the area that we're gonna go and explore, and we'll save all that for the next time we come back to this game. So I'm looking forward to seeing it all, and if you are as well, I do hope you'll join me next time for more adventures with Aloy. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and ta-ta for now.